What's going on, everybody? I'm back again with another video, and I'm back again in Kuala Lumpur, one of my favorite cities, and the city doesn't stop to impress me, with the developments that's going on, everything that it has to offer. So I'm gonna walk around in one of the major districts of Kuala Lumpur, which is Bukit Bintang, and the surrounding areas. It's actually probably the busiest section out in KL, with a lot of neon lights, a lot of restaurants, and a lot of nightlife going on. But then also they got some new developments going on. I'm staying in a hotel not too far from here, and they built like a tall skyscraper that's called Mandara Building, and they got like a mall next to it, it's a TRX. So I'm gonna walk around the plaza and show you what's going on. So this is like the tall building, but the tallest building in KL is the Merdeka 118, but all of these are like new skyscrapers, and then they got the mall right here. It's like a high-end mall, but it got a nice food court underneath. I had lunch in the food court, a lot of meal for 2 people, and it cost me literally like only 12 bucks. I think in the United States that would cost me like a lot more money, but over here it's like much more affordable. So, but yeah, I can tell this area is actually developed. See, you see the buildings over there? And then ahead of me is the Merdeka. The Merdeka right there. I'll show you the guys in the first video that I was filming in KL. I'm not sure how old this mall is, but there's like a plaza over here, and they have like overpasses. I'm gonna try to make it in front of the Menara Tower to see what it looks like. Not sure if I could go inside, but I want to see like the front. Usually you just see like the tall high-rise buildings. I think it's one of the tallest in the whole world, but I'm not sure in what position. But over here they got a nice plaza where you can see all the skyscrapers of Kuala Lumpur. Seems like they're gonna keep on building more and more around the area. So it's like a new district. And this is what I'm talking about, TRX Mall. It's a massive mall on the inside. And then I want to show you this building that you see over here. That's the hotel that I'm staying. The Lloyd Hotel. Pay roughly like $50 US a night, and wow, it's worth it for what you get. It's like, it literally looks like a studio. You go up the stairs, the bedroom is on top, and then, yeah, I can't believe, for that price, I get all of that out here. But it shows you that you can find affordable rates out here in KL. So over here, this is a new plaza. Earlier, it was like 109 degrees. Still hot now, but it's much more comfortable to walk around. You can see all the modern futuristic buildings. This is the mall out here. You go inside and you cool off in the hot weather, then you got a plaza here where people can sit down. And then you get the view over here, of all the skyscrapers. I might walk towards this way later. And I think over here they're gonna develop more and more. They get a view of KL, what's going on. So I'm making it up the stairs. Seems like the mall has a terrace. I think it's called a dining terrace over there. I went there earlier, but I wanted to see what are the views up here. The mall, I'm not gonna lie, when you walk inside, it literally looks like if you're walking inside the Hudson Yards in New York City, like a similar concept of what's going on. But in here, I hear like a noise. I'm not sure if they're building something around here, but I want to check out like the views. Are there any type of views around here? What's going on? So it seems like it's nothing, just a parking lot and a plaza right here. So there's the other tower, the Menara. I was staying over that way the other time when I came to KL before heading to Penang. But now I'm gonna see where the plaza takes me. I think it should merge and towards the other side that I wanna walk. The road, I think it's called MB. And then if I wanna go this way, I should go to Berjaya Times Square. It's a mixture of a condo, hotel, and they got like a massive mall in the inside. And since the weather is comfortable now, I'm gonna make my way towards that way right now. So, but this is like a nice plaza that they built here. So little by little, they keep on developing more Kuala Lumpur, and like I say, it literally has skyscrapers all over. Like I'm literally surrounded by it. So yeah, this is one of my favorite cities. So I'm gonna make it to one of these regular streets, but it should be like a shortcut for me to get towards the Berjaya. I don't know if I'm saying it correct, but it's a big area. And then I'm gonna start walking deep in the heart of Bukit Bintang, right here in Malaysia. So think about Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, not only outside of modern areas, you got regular areas like this with awesome restaurants like Chinese, Indian cuisine, Malaysian mix, even Arabic food. So I think that's something that makes it pretty unique. So and then it's called restaurant. That's how they pronounce it over here. I think in Malay language. So let me just jaywalk over here. I gotta make it towards the other side. And then some of these restaurants, they open 24 hours, or not some, a lot of them, and I think that's something that makes Malaysia unique. So you got one, it's like a mixture of everything, but I had my lunch earlier, so I'm kind of a little bit full. But this is what you get here, you know, outdoor sitting areas that goes inside, and a lot of people enjoying the meal and socializing, you know, so I love the vibes out here. And then what we got in this regular street, I don't think there's anything special, or just mostly like residential area, so but I'm just gonna try to make it towards this way to see what's going on. I'm gonna check my Google Maps to see how do I make it towards the other side. It's a shortcut for this regular street, but this should take me literally towards the mall that I want to show you guys. Like when I arrived here from the bus all the way from Singapore, I had no idea that it was a mall. I thought it was like a hotel, but it's a mixture of everything. So I'm just gonna show you like the street scene out here. And they got the KK over here, which is a mixture of, it's kind of like the 7-Eleven of Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur. But I think I'm gonna show you this street over here that looks actually pretty unique. So a lot of regular neighborhoods in KL looks like this, you know, old apartments, you know, with clothes hanging up in the balcony. Makes it feel like if you're in another country, you know, but it's actually Malaysia. This is what happens when you get off, you know, the main streets. You get neighborhoods like this, and you see like the diversity of the people out here, all mixed. Most of them I think they're like South Asians or Paki or Bangla, you know, either one, but that's what makes Malaysia unique, you know, the mixture of people bonding out here together. Crazy how next to the skyscrapers, this is what you get out here, like a regular neighborhood that looks just like this. But yeah, the Berjaya Times Square is over that way. I'm just going around the streets because the times that I've been here, I don't think I've walked around regular streets like this, and this is all the areas that I love exploring, you know. It's pretty unique and interesting. There's a barber shop over there, so I'm gonna merge in towards my right in that next corner. One thing about Malaysia, they have a lot of rats, especially in KL and Kuala Lumpur. And this is what you get, and then what time is it now? Let me check. It's 6:52. One thing about Kuala Lumpur, it gets dark late. Even at 7 o'clock, it's still daytime. Then I gotta walk over here. So this is all like the contrast. So you see the neighborhood like this, and then you see like the massive skyscraper. Not sure they're gonna tore this down in the future and start developing modern high-rise buildings, I don't know. But these are like the type of contrast you get in a lot of countries over the world, and especially in Southeast Asia, you know. So it's like, you know, how a lot of the locals, they be living out here, so it's really cool. Yeah, you see, apartments with the clothes hanging. Like I say, a lot of people, they don't do the washers, you know, they just wash their clothes. Sometimes they do it by hand, and then they naturally just dry it up here because, you know, the weather's super, super hot out here in the Southeast Asia. It's another regular street. I gotta figure how do I make it towards the other side. I think I gotta walk around. Good thing it's not blazing hot. If not, I probably wouldn't mind it. Well, the good thing I like about Malaysia is that they got the overpassage so I can cross towards the other side. So that's what I think I'm gonna be doing right now. Also, I think if I go in the overpasses, I'm gonna get a pretty dope, a pretty nice view. So, like I said, I'm gonna check inside the mall a little bit, and then I'm gonna walk towards the main street by Bukit Bintang, where you're gonna start seeing all the lights. And I'm gonna probably pass some of the busiest night streets out here in KL, which is called Jalan Alor. And it's a street with a night market with tons of food options out there. So it's gonna be really cool, you know. But like I said many times, you know, if you're traveling Southeast Asia, don't skip the city. A lot of people, they focus on going to Bangkok, Vietnam, you know, Hanoi, Ho Chi Minh, Singapore, which is awesome, you know. But come to Kuala Lumpur. It's almost in the same level as developed as Singapore, but much more affordable, better culture, you know, there's more to do out here. And I think you guys will like it down here. And this building is really cool, you know, it says Park Warrior, but what I like what they're doing around this country is they're developing the modern skyscrapers and they put the plants in between the buildings. So I think that gives it like a nice twist. And then over there goes the monorail, which I've taken it a few times and it's actually really cool. So, and the busy highway right here. So later we're gonna make it towards that way. Over that way, I forgot, I'm gonna track the map to see where I'm at. Now that's to me, I'm passing the mall, but I think I got to do one block, then another left, and I'll be able to enter the mall. Like I say, it's pretty massive. I walk around here and they got A little bit of everything from food to clothing lines. And then the MRT station is right here, MB station, so I'll take you wherever you gotta go. This is the area, like I say, it literally looks like a hotel, which it is, condo, hotel, all combined. But if you go towards the end or one of these entrances, literally a massive mall. So, and you got the Merdeka 118, one of the tallest buildings in the world, and of course, Rapid Transit Kuala Lumpur. It's really fun to ride, and it's actually pretty affordable and clean. So then I just made it to Berjaya Times Square. Not sure how clear of an angle you'll see, but you can see it's a massive mall. This is literally like one side, but Kuala Lumpur and all over Southeast Asia, they got tons of big malls. And funny, some of these malls are next to each other. And when I make it deep into Bukit Bintang, you're gonna see how all the malls are connected to each other. They even have underpasses where you can walk from one side to another one without having to go above ground, so that's really cool. How big this mall is, and this is nothing. Like I said, they got tons of malls out here. Multi-level, wait until you see Pavilion. It's like 5 stories deep and pretty massive too. But yeah, that was a little bit of this mall, but now I think I'm just gonna go outside and hit the streets, see the action and the lights and the vibrant nightlife out here in KL. Gotta tell you, as soon as you enter the building with a nice AC and you hit the street levels, it's like that heat literally slaps you in the face, like if it's an oven or something. But yeah, we're back out in the streets. So I'm gonna cross the overpasses right there. They even have like a market in the overpass. I'm not sure if it's still there, but I bought a shirt right there that I found it good. So I'm gonna cross towards the other side, and then this is MB Street, make it towards the left, and that should be where all the action is happening. So I'm just going around because I'm staying not too far from here. This is it over here. I'm gonna cross it towards the other side. So let's see if they got the stores out there. This bridge, they got a market right here. And there is a store where I bought some nice shirts. Actually over here, this store. I bought a shirt here. I think it was 20 ringgits. This shirt. So believe it or not, even in the streets like this, random areas, you can find some nice clothes. Because I'm not the type of guy that I need to wear brand clothing. If the clothes look pretty good, I don't care if it's a cheap price. If it looks good, then I'll wear it, you know? At the end of the day, I'm no different than anybody else. So just wear the style that fits you best. Once you enter the bridge, this is what you get. More of the KK, which is a convenience store. And then a lot of motorbikes park out here, so it's gonna get busy towards the other side. You're gonna see all the action going on. I don't know why, but over here, no matter what time of the day you go, like, it's always hot and humid, you know. KL. I don't know, it seems like in mainland Asia, compared to the Philippines it gets really hot, but like 4 o'clock, it starts cooling down and it's comfortable to walk. But over here in mainland Asia, Thailand, Singapore, man, the heat is brutal. The only place where I felt a little bit of a cool weather was in Penang, but maybe it made sense because I was literally by the water, so maybe it makes a little bit of sense that it's cooler there. Wow, that it's cooler there in the afternoon. And this is another angle of where I was walking. I was walking down there earlier, so you can see the lights are coming out. It's like about 7:20, but it's still bright outside. But like I say, here in Kuala Lumpur, which is actually funny because it's in the same region as Thailand, but the hour differential is different. So for some reason, it gets darker later here than the rest of the region out here in this region of Southeast Asia. So that's why, even at 7 o'clock at night, you can see it's still bright out here. Here's where it's gonna get pretty interesting. Damn, so many police. It's going fast. But then if you start walking up the hill, the street is gonna be busy because they're gonna have a lot of business. And if you're a fan of Middle Eastern desserts, they have it over there. Like they have baklava, kanafa, a lot of shawarma joints all together. So you're gonna see it once I make it up there towards that area. It's gonna be actually really cool. So the building that caught my attention earlier, you can see how the plants are over there, surrounded by the modernism. And then this must be like one of those malls. At Bukit Bintang, they got tons of malls out here to explore. So you can start seeing how nice the street gets over here. Nice, well-paved roads, I think in the nighttime it's much better. I was walking this area in the daytime and it was like blazing outside over 100 degrees. But no matter what, life goes on. People still come out here and they hang out. I went inside that mall. It's mostly like mall where they sell cheap parlors, and also they got like hair salons. But I'm gonna walk over here, you're gonna see how the action starts going right now over here. So here they sell like Dubai chocolate, baklava, if you're into that. Wow, that's really good. They got roti over here. You can see how busy it gets. But there's a spot that I went more ahead where they sell kanafa and I bought, so I'll see if I see them out there. So here it keeps going. Like I say, it's getting dark, so now is when the city comes out to life. The action is gonna be over that way, but I'll make it towards my left too. And here they sell like kanafa fingers out this way. And of course they sell the traditional baklava, all those nice desserts that you guys like with pistachio. I'm good, thank you. And then over here they got like tons of food options out here, so you can never go hungry in Kuala Lumpur. I think later at nighttime is when it's really gonna get busy. You know, right now it's not too busy. But here, the good thing, even you can come like at 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock at night, and it's still gonna be actually really busy out there. And then this is like the busy intersection that I call it the Times Square of Malaysia, because you see the lights and all the buildings and all the action happening. Also a lot of street performers out here, so that's something that's really cool. You could take the MRT right behind me. I'm gonna show you what's going on over here. This area over here is pretty awesome, but no matter what angle that you walk, it's always gonna be busy. So later I'm gonna cross the street towards that side, and you're gonna see the angle where I'm standing. Everywhere that you walk is actually pretty worth it, but this is what you get over here, you know, the view of the area. So, you know, it's really nice. Well, this street I'm gonna walk is Jin Bukit Bintang. So I'm crossing the street over here, then I'm gonna make my left and walk towards that way, and then once I'm done, I'm gonna pass the market and walk towards the other side so you can see how busy the street gets. Here you see what I'm talking about. See the craziness and the crowds out here. Pretty busy, you know, and pretty nice and pretty organized city. Like I said, I call this the Times Square of Kuala Lumpur. But now I'm gonna walk towards the left and shortcut into Jalan Alor, which is the market, the street market. And then I'm gonna walk towards the other side and make it back towards the other side and do my grand finale. Then party wrap up the video inside the pavilion because it's really hot out here and blazing. So, and I like how they decorate the street with the lights. Like I say, in the nighttime, the vibes in the city are literally changes out here. So, better vibe is that the train passes above right here. See it? Now let's make it ahead of me to see what type of action and vibes I can capture, you know. I'm gonna show you a store over here that's actually really cool. They have it also in the Philippines. But KKV, and they got a lot of cool stuff, especially if you're into animated stuff, like dolls, but they got some really interesting products. Even if I'm not really a big fan of that, I went inside here and I was having fun looking at all the little toys and cute stuff that they got out here. But this one's actually massive. It's a couple of multi-levels. And then over there you got the MRT station. I think it's a red line. I think the green line passes by here. I could be wrong, but the train here is pretty efficient and fast too. And a lot of stores out here. What is this? It's like an ice cream shop. I already had a massive coffee earlier, so I don't need that. Here's another toy store. I didn't notice this. Maybe later I might come in and look in the inside. It looks cool. And you got the organized streets, you know, more blocks ahead. The first time I came, it was like almost 12 o'clock at night. And it was busy out here, you know, the city comes out to life. This is what makes it different from Kuala Lumpur comparing to Singapore, like the amount of people, the action, you know, the diversity that it has out here. And then, wow, they have another Middle Eastern restaurant, Royal Dream, with the Arabic signs. And when I came that night, it was busy here. There was people performing, but now at least you got the street to yourself, so. Then I like how they painted with the street art, and it says Bukit Bintang. We're a little detour over this street to show you what's going on ahead of me. So here they got a couple of restaurants in Tiger, that's the beer that they sell here. I'm gonna walk towards the end, then I'm gonna turn back and keep walking Jin Bukit Bintang to show you the vibes out here. And they got a hotel, but I really like the area that I'm staying because it's not far from here, but it's a much more chiller vibe, you know. And also the area that I'm staying, it has a lot of restaurants. As soon as you walk off the hotel, it's really cool. And then within a block, I got a massive mall ahead of me. So that's what makes it actually pretty unique. But over here, it's like where you see all the action going on. Oh, this is actually Jalan Alor, busy street, but we're gonna make it towards that way later. Right now, I'm just gonna focus on the streets like this so you guys can see what's going on. You can see all the action and the lights over here. Like if you like nightlife, I think Kuala Lumpur is a city you're gonna love. Like I tell you guys, don't skip Kuala Lumpur. It's a really great city out here in the heart of Southeast Asia, you know, and it offers a lot. And if you're a foodie person, I think you will really love this city. So, you know, it offers a lot without breaking your budget. Like really delicious food. Later. Multicultural cuisine, you know. You see, today is not too busy like the other time that I was walking. But here you can see how the street looks like, you know. The heart of Bukit Bintang, you know, restaurants. Kind of giving me a semi-vibe of Flushing, Queens. This over here is actually cooler because we're actually in Asia over here. Now I'm gonna make it to one of the busiest street night market out here, which is Jalan Alor. It's a street that every night they turn a pedestrian and they set up their food stalls, everything out here, you know, and then the sitting area outside so people can just chill, eat food and enjoy their lives. I'm gonna show you the vibes out here, which I think you guys are gonna love it. To sit over here. Once you make it outside, this is what you get, the lights and the street food scene out here, which is pretty busy. But it's mostly like kebabs and seafood, you know. But I mean, it's a really cool vibe, you know, if you guys want to hang out here. Also, they sell a lot of durians. If you missed me trying durian, check out my previous video in Penang, where I tried actually for the first time. And right now, the night is still young, but later at night is when it's actually going to get really busy. See, they got the sitting area out here. They got the market for people to just chill and sit down. Got fresh fruits out here for you to eat. 6 ringgits, that's actually pretty cheap. And then of course, meat, steak, everything out here, you know, they have it. But yeah, a lot of people that come here to socialize and they chill. The thing that goes strong over here is the smell of the durian. And I thought it wasn't a bad smell until I tried in Penang and I opened the cup that they gave me. Woo. But like I said, the thing is don't focus on the smell. Just, I don't know, I guess hold your nose, taste it, and it actually tastes better than what it smells. That's the trick right there. Look at the crab right here. Too bad I'm allergic to that, but it looks beautiful though. What is this? Grilled lamb chops. That looks actually really cool, wow. Well, dumplings out here, that's nice. Then over here you can select what you want, the food, the protein, and they'll make it for you. So, and of course, if you want to sit down here, have food or have a drink, you can do it. But like I said, what is a no-no here is just the humidity. I don't think I can eat outside in this humid weather. You know, I need to be outside comfortable in the AC. You know, because the heat here is just literally intense. So it'll make it actually like pretty uncomfortable for you to enjoy your meal while the weather out here is actually pretty hot. So the durians over here, how they, as soon as they cut that off, the smell hits different. And I'm a fan of this, of the dragon fruits. That's really good. So now walking on one of the regular streets, but a block up, I'm gonna make right, and then I should end up in the main streets. And we're heading back into the heart of Bukit Bintang to show you like the mall districts that they have going on over there. So, but then yeah, 1 block ahead, a lot of, you know, restaurants out here, which are really good and they're pretty, you know, affordable. They also got like a laundromat right here, as you can see. Another restaurant to my left. But like I said, I'm gonna detour in the right here to see the vibes and then make it towards the main street out here. I think this is where they got, you know, all the bars and restaurants out here. Like I say, liquor comparing to other Southeast Asian countries might be a little bit more expensive over here because, you know, this is mostly a Muslim country. So that's why you got to pay a little bit more for the liquor out here. You find them all over Kuala Lumpur, like sitting areas like this and food, you know, food stalls, literally in every single corner. So I'm going to make it towards that way up and then make a right. And we're back in action to the main streets of what's going on. Here I made it back again to Sultan Ismail Road. And like I say, walking the other side, it's gonna get busy. And you're gonna see also like what I was showing you a little before, like a lot of kanafa joints, shawarma restaurants, baklava doors. I even ended up buying one from over here. So I'm gonna show you guys what I make it in front. This is a restaurant that I ate the last time I came here a few days ago. It's like it's mostly like a Muslim Indian cuisine combined together, but I think they also have like Malay food. So it was pretty good, but a little bit spicy. And here's what it got, whoa. Oh, here's what it got, all the Middle Eastern joints. And the kanafa spot that I bought is right here, which is actually really good. I gotta say, I took a shower not much ago, but now with the humidity that's out here, now I feel like I need another shower. It's crazy, man. So now I'm in the other side of Bukit Bintang. Gonna cross the street and show you the other angle on my other side so you can see the vibes out here. This is Lot 10, which is a massive mall out here in the corner. Like if you walk around this area, you're gonna see tons and tons of malls and shopping centers. And I'm giving you a 360 view of what's going on over here. The busy intersection, people just crossing the road out here. And of course it's ruined by McDonald's, but hey, it is what it is though. So Now I want to show you a restaurant that I ate, I think it was like 3 days ago, which is Damascus, which is the capital of Syria. It's a Syrian restaurant, and it was pretty good. I think before they used to have it in the other side, but then not sure if it got pretty famous, and now they expanded with multi-level. So a lot of people that come and eat here, and I gotta tell you, like the kebabs that I ate, it was a lamb kebab, and it was really good. But I'm gonna show you the front of the restaurant. You can see how busy it is. Then this over here is the restaurant that I'm talking about. But I heard there's a lot of choices out here that are the same or much more affordable, but I decided to treat myself, why not? You know, I'm all the way here, but I'm gonna show you the restaurant from the front side. This is it over here, Damascus, and you see the line of people going in. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels all the way up. So this is probably one of the busiest areas out here in Bukit Bintang, you know. And if you go all the way towards the end is the Massimo Pavilion. And over here they have like a lot of food options if you guys wanna eat. Like, you know, to my left side, mostly Middle Eastern restaurants and kebabs and all that. So yeah, they got oldest nasi kandar in Malaysia. You know, Malaysia is one of the top-notch areas in terms of cuisines. Like I say, this country over here, you cannot skip it. It offers a lot between nature, cities like this. They even have beautiful beaches, you know, a little bit up north in Malaysia. It's going more food options out here. French fries, restaurant. And here's an Arabic restaurant. And they even got shisha if you want to smoke that. You know, here they got them all Fahrenheit 98. Then pavilions over that way. And they have like an underpass that you guys can go underneath and cross the street. But I'm gonna get some shots right here to show you guys, you know, what's going on. Then in front of me is gonna be a busy intersection, you know, where a lot of people, they take pictures because it got a water fountain, and I think it beautifies like the whole intersection ahead of me. Let me see what time it is. I think the mall's still open. Right now it's 8 o'clock, so I think they're close to 10 o'clock, so I'm probably gonna hit the mall a little bit and show you what's going on in the inside. Look at the crowds out here. See? They have it all out here in Malaysia. It's really dope. Oops, sorry. And the taxi drivers and all of this is a mall. There's another mall over here. I think this is a mall, so it's like literally malls combined together. And my accommodation should be somewhere over that side. Not too far from here, but the vibes are literally different where I'm staying. This is where all the action happens. You can see I'm literally bath in sweat. There's the humidity out here in Malaysia is just like different. But I'm gonna shelter myself inside the mall and show you how massive it is. And beautiful too. It's like 5 multi-level, fully multi-levels, all the way up, you know, and it's connected with different other malls out here, as you guys can see. Got the lights out here. And this is Pavilion right here. The last time I came here and I filmed this mall was during the Chinese New Year, and they had it decorated. But here you can see how massive it is with multi-level stories. It's actually really beautiful on the inside. Then not only is that center area, the mall literally takes a curve around, and it's literally all the multi-level. But it's really beautiful how they maintain it, but it's mostly high-end. You know, the stores are pretty expensive out here. This is it, what it looks like. Over here, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 multi-level stores out there. I'm gonna walk towards the other side and go in the underpassage of Pavilion that will connect you to Fahrenheit. I think there's a couple of restaurants down there too, so I'll see what's going on. So down here, they got a food court with a lot of cuisines out here. I'm probably gonna find some bread because I ate lunch like a little late, but I'm still full, but I might need something, you know, to close the night for me in the afternoon, so I'll see what can I find out here. So this place literally sparked up my curiosity. Beef roti. I think it's like a Chinese Muslim food option, so I'm probably gonna try it, you know, you never know. So I got the 2 beef rotis over there. It was 650 ringgits each of them. That's literally like maybe $1 and change. So that's not, I mean, that's not too expensive, you know. I'm gonna continue walking all the way towards my hotel and wrap up the video. This is what it looks like in the outside. The beautiful lights. I'm gonna cross the other way in this side because I think it's the easiest way for me to cross. This is my hotel is literally in the other direction. I'm gonna start heading towards my accommodation. And tomorrow's my last day out here in Malaysia. So I'm gonna see if I can film another neighborhood for you guys, you know, like the grand finale, and then just wrap it up. and head back towards my second home, which is Philippines, and make more content over there. And this is part of Pavilion. You can see how massive this mall is. It takes literally like an entire block. Then they got a couple of hotels and condos and accommodations out here. Got to figure where do I got to make my right towards the hotel. I'll tell you it's crazy because over here you see like a sign either to my right side, and it seems like they're gonna develop like massive tall skyscrapers over here. So as much as they develop Kuala Lumpur, it keeps on booming and booming with a lot of skyscrapers. I'm not sure if that contributes also to the nasty heat that we have over here in this city. As you can see, it's just luxury condos out here and a lot of hotels. But then, like I say, it's gonna change when they develop another massive skyscraper right next to the Petronas Towers. So now I'm almost approaching my hotel. Like I said, they got tons of restaurants over here, and the vibes of the city change in the nighttime. Look at the light in the skyscrapers in here. I think this is the Manila Tower, one of the newest skyscrapers that they pop up here in Kuala Lumpur, which I was filming earlier. Now you can see how it looks like in the nighttime. It's actually pretty beautiful. Then they got a durian joint right here. And my accommodation should be a block ahead towards my right. So the beef roti that I was showing you guys, I got it right here. Wow, it's still hot. So I think I'm gonna take a little bite. It's pretty good looking in the inside. I want to get deeper where the meat is to see how it tastes. So now I got more meat over here, so I'm gonna try it out to see how it tastes with the meat. It's pretty good. It's like a pretty good snack. And the best of all, it's fresh. As you saw in the video, they make it right in front of you. So, wow, this is really good. I don't know if you can see that view, but that's part of the views of the hotel that I'm staying right here in the 15th floor. But I'm gonna start wrapping up my video over here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more. Be safe out there, everybody. God bless y'all, and peace.